What's worse than not having a trust at all? Arguably, having what we call an unfunded trust. Let me paint a scenario recently brought to my attention by a woman whose mom had passed. When somebody passes, it's always difficult. However, if you have to navigate a bunch of legal chaos, then it just makes everything so much more traumatic and incredibly difficult. And for this woman, her mom had had a trust. She'd done the right thing. She was super proactive. But unfortunately, like most trusts, it showed that there was $1 in it. Why would a trust show that? It's because there's a legal mechanism that makes it legitimate if you say, well, I'm putting $1 into this trust. Well, super, right? There's $1 in the trust. She's basically like, I don't know what's in this trust. So they had to do a bunch of detective work. She was in the process of doing that when I was made aware of this and hadn't gotten to the bottom of it yet, just feeling the stress. If you have parents that have a trust that have done the right thing, or if this is your trust, you're either set up for chaos yourself, probably, or you could be setting your heirs up, your kids, for chaos and questions if you don't take this next simple step that I'm going to share to correct the problem. And that's basically creating an exhibit for the trust that actually lists the assets that are in the trust. What do I mean by assets in the trust? I mean, if you're going to use a trust to avoid probate, you have to have the name of the trust on those assets in some fashion in order for the trust to have authority over the assets and then sidestep the probate process. So if you put real estate titles, deeds in the trust, you're going to want to make a record of that either as an exhibit to the trust or just as a list of some kind of description of assets that goes along with the trust in the binder that you have. Hopefully you have a binder. You're going to have stock accounts, bank accounts that are titled in the trust, crypto accounts. You even want to have personal property, some kind of memorandum that shows that the trust has authority, the trustee has authority over the personal property. You might want to have beneficiary designations for life insurance, even qualified accounts that name the trust as the beneficiary. These are all things that qualified experts, coaches will be readily able to help you with. We have some resources on our site. We have some DIY trust resources you can take advantage of. The main thing is I want you to understand this so that you can get proactive about it and avoid the problem. If you have questions about this, leave a comment. I'm happy to respond. Also, like and subscribe, of course, if you like these topics. I want these topics to be relevant to you, help you get things organized in the right manner to avoid this kind of chaos and heartache. I'll see you in the next one.